So now we're working on releasing the spine and stabilising the core. So we'll look at ways to get movement into the spine. In yoga, your age is determined by the mobility of the spine. So it took me until my late 70s to discover that. Now what we're going to do is to begin with a nice simple easy movement. We're going to an all fours position. Protect your knees. If the knees are sensitive, use extra padding beneath the knees. And we're just going to have our hands beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, and we're going to inhale, look forwards, lengthening the front of the spine, and as we exhale, press your hands and feet down into the floor, rounding the spine, look towards your thighs. Inhale, drop the rib cage, lift the tailbone, looking forward, and exhale, pressing down into the floor, rounding the spine. Keep the movement going, inhaling and exhaling. And don't worry about how far into the movement you go. Focus on the quality of movement, pressing your hands and feet against the floor, and then inhaling, arching. One more time. And then let's relax. This takes us on to our next movement, where we're going to try to get more of a rotational movement. So if we pretend that we're inside a barrel and we're trying to clean the insides of this barrel with our rib cage. So we're moving the spine and the rib cage around in all directions, and you'll notice the weight transferring from one hand to the other as you move the spine around. Now remember, the neck is part of the spine, so try to get the neck moving as well. And then we change direction. Good. And then bring that back to center. From there, using our connection to the floor, press your left hand down, spread the fingers out, press your right foot down, and you'll automatically feel that you're bracing around the waist. Let's lift the right hand, hold it there, make sure we're activating our core, and then maybe lift the knee of the left leg off of the floor. You might even be able to lift the foot as well, but try not to move your pelvis or your shoulder girdle. When you're ready, gently, slowly bring the hand and the foot down. We do the same on the other side. Press your right hand into the floor, press your left foot into the floor, and let your left arm reach forward. Make sure that you're stabilizing around the core, and then you can try taking the right foot away. Think of the hand and the foot lengthening away from the center of the body. Then we gently, slowly lower down. Have a brief rest. So our next movement, we're going to take our hips back towards our heels in what we call child's pose. From there, we press the feet into the floor to move your pelvis forwards towards your hands. Lengthen the front of the spine and roll the shoulders back. Exhale, draw your navel towards your spine to pull you back towards child's pose. And then use your feet to push you forwards into what we'd call upward facing dog, lifting the chest. So as we're focusing on this movement, be aware of your waistband, gently, lightly pulling the waistband in. Try also to encourage as much movement through the spine as you can. A ripple, wave-like movement through the spine. Just once more. And then let's have another little rest. From there we bring ourselves to a sitting position. And we're going to go through a flowing sequence with your legs stretched out in front of you. And if your hamstrings or the lower back are a little bit tight, then feel free to bend your knees. We want to try and lengthen our rib cage away from the hips. So as we flow, we're going to inhale, lift our rib cage, lift the arms, and exhale, gently fold as much as feels comfortable. We then inhale to come all the way up, lift the rib cage, and we gently side bend, lower the left hand, reach the right arm over. Inhale, come up to center, lifting the chest. Exhale, gently fold as much as feels comfortable. Inhale to come up, lengthen, and exhale over to the other side, dropping the right hand, left arm reaches over. Inhale, come up to center, lengthen. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale to come up, lengthen. Exhale, gently side bend. Inhale, come up, lengthen. Exhale, keep the shoulders relaxed as you move forwards. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, side bend. Keep the hips grounded as you lift the arm away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and we hold it there just for a few breaths. Our aim isn't to touch the toes. Our aim isn't to fold in half. It's to feel a sense of release along the back of your spine and the backs of the legs. So don't force this, don't fight with your body. Just hold where you feel that you're getting the stretch and breathe. Then we move on to the next. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up, and we're going to exhale, bring the hands just behind us. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin, and roll the shoulders back. Exhale to relax. Inhale, come up, lift the rib cage, lengthen the spine, and exhale, gently rotate, let the hands fall to the floor. Inhale, come up, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor behind you. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin, shoulders back. Exhale to relax. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, gently rotate, maintaining that length. Inhale to come up. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor behind you. Inhale, lift the chest and the chin. And then exhale to relax. Okay, so now that we're in a standing position, we continue the sequence just to release the spine. We'll begin with crossing our left leg over the right. Make sure you're not putting any pressure on your back knees. So I'll just show you a little bit of leg. Crossing the legs over, make sure you're not squashing the back knee with your front leg. So maybe move the foot a little further forwards. Now from there, we're just going to square the hips to face forward, lengthen the spine, and we slide the right hand down the right leg and the left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. We inhale, lengthen, exhale, soften and relax a little deeper into the pose. You can look straight forwards or you can look up towards the hand, which will challenge your stability a little and help to activate your core. But keep breathing nice and deeply into the rib cage, into the chest, into the back, and let the breath help you to soften and relax a little bit further. Just one more breath. Then we inhale to come all the way up, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we just uncross and recross the legs. Once again, make sure you're not putting any pressure on the back knee. Hips are facing forward, lengthen your spine, and when you're ready, we inhale, slowly slide the left hand down the left leg, and the right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep lengthening the rib cage away from the hips, breathing nice and deeply, letting the breath help you to soften into the stretch. One more breath. And then we inhale to come all the way up, and then we uncross the legs. So hopefully we feel this standing a little bit taller. We have our feet parallel, in line with the knees and the hips. We're going to forward fold, so I'll just turn to the side. Spread the toes out and really press your feet into the floor. And inhale, lift the rib cage, lift the chest, and roll the shoulders gently back and down. Now bend the knees as you slowly fold forward and release your spine, release your arms. From there, press your feet into the floor, drop your tailbone and roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Let your head and shoulders come up last and relax the shoulders. So the idea is that we get movement through the spine. It's not how far forwards we fold. So let's repeat that. Press into the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you fold forwards, relaxing your neck and your spine. As you inhale, press the feet into the floor, rolling the spine all the way up. Head comes up last. And exhale, relax your shoulders. One more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale as you fold forwards. Inhale, roll the spine one vertebrae at a time. Keep your knees slightly bent. And then exhale to relax those shoulders, standing tall. Okay. So now we go for a balance. Balance poses are fantastic for strengthening and stabilising our core. So don't worry if you wobble. It actually means that you're working. So let's start with our left foot. Spread the toes out and push the left foot into the floor. As you push the left foot down, you'll feel the muscles in the feet, ankles and legs working. So try to push the foot down as though you're leaving a footprint. At the same time, we want to lift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the spine. So it's as though we're being stretched from the foot to the top of the head. Now from there, we gently brace around the waist and peel the right foot off the floor, lifting your knee. This may be enough. If you want to take it further, we get to release our quadricep. We're going to hold on to our ankle and gently bring our knees close together. Try to get the knees flush as you push your pelvis forwards ever so slightly. Keep lifting through the breastbone. If you want, you can reach the left arm up over the head just to give you a direction of movement to improve your balance. If you really want to challenge the balance, you can try it with your eyes closed. Yeah. Okay, gently, slowly, let's release. And we do the same thing on the other side. Shift the weight into the right foot, spread the toes out and push the foot down. Lengthen through the spine, lifting through the crown of the head. And take your time to peel the left foot off the floor. Keep bracing around the waist. Notice that supporting foot working. Notice your core working. And when you feel ready, we take hold of the ankle, heel towards the buttock and bring your knees flush. Gently push the pelvis forwards while lifting the breastbone. And of course you can reach the right arm up if you want to. Keep breathing nice and deeply, don't hold the breath. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, we gently, slowly relax, lower that down. So we go for our forward fold again. Let's have our feet spaced apart, bend the knees a little bit. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, relax the spine into forward fold. Let the arms hang. And slowly roll the spine up as though you're being lifted by your bra strap, for those of us that wear bras, and relax your shoulders. Let's go again. Inhale, lift the breastbone, and then exhale, round the spine, forward fold. Inhale, roll the spine all the way up, and then exhale, relax the shoulders. One more time. The movement should resemble a cat coughing up a fur ball. And then slowly roll the spine all the way up and relax the shoulders.